you have to ride them waves.
What's up, Tifos? Danny Brams here. After another big Charlotte FC win, 3-2 over Atlanta. The Crown owns Atlanta. It's a beautiful thing. Ashley Westwood, 3 wins out of 3 matches in Mercedes Benz Stadium. The captain never loses there, and we love to see that. I am your humble host, Danny Brams, a.k.a. Daniel Bramlett, here to listen to some of the post-game sound from the big win. We'll be doing a highlight show later this week. Johnny's almost back into the mix as well after he's been grinding, and a mix of grinding and vacation has kept him off of the show last couple episodes. But we can't wait to be back. Trust me, that's gonna be a lot of fun. In my right hand, I got a cup of iced coffee. In my left hand, just cracked a beer, Sycamore Mountain Candy. Delicious. And we're going to decode the presser. Have not heard exactly what Dean Smith and Ashley Westwood had to say after the match, but I got the files locked and loaded up. And we're going to listen to what Dino had to say here, and then I'll react to it. That's what we do on Decoding the Presser. You should be used to it by now. And hopefully we'll all learn something. Let's take it away, Dino.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought there wasn't much between the two teams in the first half. And I looked at half time, I think it was 0.2, 0.18 expected goals. But they scored. You know, that was the difference. There's things we could do about it, but it's a good header. And I just told the players there weren't too much between us. I felt that we had another gear to go up. I thought they were at full throttle. And the message was, you know, to the likes of Wilf and Idan.
Basically, he just said Atlanta was playing as good as they possibly could, and we were playing horrible, and the two teams were evenly matched. And I can't help but completely agree, Dino. Atlanta United sucks.
Pep and Kerwin was be positive. You know, there were a number of times we got the ball, certainly Kerwin in wide areas. You know, if you 1v1, he came on really bright on Saturday. I want to see more of that. 46 seconds into the second half, he's giving me that.
Yeah, and you felt like you got that.
Kerwin has been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they had some ball towards the end of the game, but I thought our goals were really clinical and well worked. You know, a great ball underneath for Kerwin. I think it was Idan, and then you know Wilf came alive. You know, great feet inside the box, good finish, and then a really well worked goal. We felt that they dropped quickly inside their box, and the second 6-yard box opens up, and he's just laid a really, really good ball to Pep Biel again, who's I think that's 20 goal involvements this year. Yes. You know, this season. So big players at times come to big games and turn up, and they turned up tonight.
Special players make special plays on special days, and yeah, Kerwin Vargas has been very good the last few matches as he's come in, kind of displaced Liel Abada from the lineup. I believe I did read somewhere, I don't know if Dean's going to mention this, I read, I think from Carol, that Abada had picked up a knock in training, and that's why he was not even on the bench yesterday. But hey, if Kerwin keeps serving in those crosses, as you go watch the Toklamati goal, I should have clipped it here just so we could watch it, but we'll watch it later this week. Don't worry, it's all going to come. It's all going to happen, folks, on the Charlotte Soccer Show. But I'm sure you've seen it 20 times. Go watch it 21, because Kerwin's crosses right now are in freaking insane.
There to say to a guy like Pep Biel, just phenomenal form.
He's in great form. I still think, and he does as well, that he can get better. So that's the exciting part for us.
What a gap for.
You know, I've just said to the players as well there, and said it before the game. You know, our fans come in numbers again. It's a long journey, and just how important it is for them to go away from Atlanta after all the travel and you know, the thanks, because we've been on the road and we haven't got enough points that we should have. So It was nice today to come to one where we had a lot of fans and got the victory.
Yeah.
Why don't they just build the entire plane out of road games versus Atlanta? Seems like it would make sense to me.
Up, you know, I saw Ashley Westwood acknowledge them. You did as well. You know, just how good is it to have some of that home support here?
Yeah, no, I mean, this game excites me always, because it's like being back in England where the away fans travel in their numbers, and it's really nice to have them there, and we know what they have to do to get to this game. So we really appreciate them.
Thousands
Cheers.
of
What
Charlotte
were
FC
your
fans
instructions
took
on
over
that? Because,
Mercedes-Benz. It's a
they were
beautiful
losing
thing.
1-0, then 13 minutes later, you were 2 goals, 2-1.
Again, it was pretty much be positive. I felt the game was pretty even with the ball. I didn't think we were as aggressive as we could be in the final third, and that's where I felt we had to change. Our wide players, when you get it gone, run players. What Wilt's really good at is linking up, playing it inside and following it. Kerwin did that for the first goal as well. Edan's game is about getting into the penalty box, and if he comes short, Pep going along as well. And it was mainly about that. Go and test their defenders, and I thought we did that really well.
Really nice hockey assist from Pep to Kerwin to set up that cross also. Pep got a hockey assist, a regular assist, and a goal.
Defense-wise, Atlanta was kind of weak in the second half. Did you see that on the pitch?
I just thought our players, I thought they upped their game a little bit, to be honest. I thought we were more aggressive, more offensive. And I think going out with a bit of positivity on the ball helped us in the final third.
Steve?
Positivity, baby.
Tokomati
Keep it positive
tonight,
always.
He was running all over the place.
Good motto for life,
Stuff
also,
like-
to be honest.
What did he mean to this result?
Yeah, no, 3 games in a week, leading the line, putting in the effort and the numbers that he does along with Pep up front, because that's the area where we're probably always a man down. That's where we kind of play 2 against 3, and it becomes tough for them. But the numbers that they're putting in is why we're getting the results at the moment.
And
Interesting tactical insight there.
just
Playing 2v3 up top.
he seems to keep adding maturity and calmness to this team.
Yeah, I thought he had a real good steady first half today. Didn't really get in behind him. We don't want him jumping. He's not that type of fullback. So Kerwin playing that side certainly helps him. And he knows then he can just feed Kerwin and just defend from behind. And again, he's got that experience, he's got that knowledge that helps us. He does tire, and we know that's going to come. But it's great that we've got Dumbia now who can come on the pitch.
And
He's big fucking Bill.
Didn't make the trip for what reason?
Yeah, he pulled off out of training yesterday with a groin. We had it scanned. It doesn't look too much, to be honest. So we're hopefully be back for Toronto.
How do you qualify
That's the news on Abada. Slight groin tweak.
games?
Hopefully ready next Saturday.
He's been outstanding. He's been excellent. He's a real team player as well, because he puts the hard yards in as well as the exquisite balls for goals and the goals himself. So we're pleased with how he's performing at the moment. And I thought that was a big performance from Will second half as well.
And following up on that, it was very hard to find Pep in the first part of this game. When that changed, was it something that you had changed some tactics to try to?
Yeah, they go man for man in midfield. And I felt we got too structured, and I told them to rotate a little bit, but also told the wide players to go and because they're going man for man, it allows our wide players to get the ball in high areas to go 1v1.
And to sum it up, what do you feel was the story?
Tactical genius, Dean
taking
Smith. We love it.
3 points in this game?
I think the level of our finishing, goalkeeper made some good saves when he needed to. We defended well when we needed to. So yeah, it was a bit of everything today, and there weren't big mistakes or individual errors on show, and that's what normally gets you results.
And this is the first 3 wins in a row since early in the season. You still have to prove yourself every game out, but where do you think that does for the chase now?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a big period for us, having been away from home for so long. That's 4 unbeaten, 3 on the spin, and now we've got Toronto coming up. So I offered them a carrot 2 games ago. I said, if you win the next 2 games, you'll get an extra day off, and these lads will do anything for a day off. Sam?
Who amongst us wouldn't do anything for a day off?
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. What do you think are the through lines since Orlando? Going on a 10 points in four matches.
Well, I think it certainly helps having 3 of them games at home. I've talked about being away from home and how you should be able to go and get results like we did today, but 10 games out of 12 was a slog, and it strained us physically. But now we've got a run of games where we knew some of them are going to be at home, and Atlanta haven't been in the best of forms, but they've still got good players, so you still have to come and perform here.
Questionable.
But we knew it's going to be how you finish, not how you start.
Campaign, you got to
Tell
ride
us
them
about
waves, like Johnny
the
says.
players you brought off. It looked like a couple people might have picked up a hit. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, no, everybody's okay. Bill, tired. I mean,
Bill
at the
just gets
moment,
tired.
he's 65-minute, 70-minute games because it's the lack of playing time that he's had. So
It's
he's
tough being
actually
Big Bill.
building his match fitness up as we play. So he came off. Wolf came off because just wanted to shore it up a little bit defensively because they'd thrown 5 up front and we knew they were going to throw the ball forward. So decided to get Eric in the middle and just be a bit more defensive structurally. And who else came off? Kerwin cramped up.
Yeah. So looking at the past couple of games, there's been a lot of really great interplay between Jack and Wilf. As the team gets back up to health, is Marshall Ruddy going to stay on the left? Is he going to be on the right? What do you think is going to happen with your defensive lineup?
Well, what we've got now, we've got some optionality coming forward. We'll get Nathan Byrne fit for selection. We'll get Doumbia fit for selection, and then it's a great challenge. And that's what I said I wanted at the start of the season. I think that's hampered us. Them 2 players getting injured.
Oh, yeah.
Because young Jaquil and young Nick have ended up playing a lot of games consecutively, and we've not been able to give them a break. So I think we've suffered because of that.
Bernie back, Duty
And
back.
go a little bit more into, it obviously seemed like they were on a mission in the second half. Can you tell us any more about what you said in the locker room?
No, again, it was be a bit more positive. I just felt we played in front of them a little bit too much. When we had opportunities to go 1v1, we decided to come back and keep possession, and that's not what we're about. And the big one was for Kerwin. You saw him come on Saturday and how positive he was.
Mm-hmm.
There's chances he created for Idan. So it was go and be positive now. And as I say, he pleased me within 46 seconds.
Yeah.
And finally, from me,
Isn't it positive?
you have one last
I have a
big
feeling
chance
the
to
team
make a
was a little bit
statement
more
before
negative
Leagues
in that
Cup.
halftime speech
What
than
are you looking
letting
for
on right
against
now.
Toronto?
Performance again. Our standards are starting to creep higher and higher.
Mm-hmm.
Maintain them standards and be ready for that game because they've just been to San Diego and got a victory. So two of their big names have gone. They've had a bit of a change around, so it'll be a different Toronto team to what we played last month away from home.
Well, put in a good word for me. Tell Woody to let me sing the anthem. Cheers. Safe travels.
Yeah, mate.
Dean, thank you for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Sam Spencer singing the anthem. Let's do it. Let's make it a movement. Good stuff from Dean there. Easy to sort of be gracious and happy in a win, and I'm glad to see that reaction, that demeanor. Like I said, kind of at the end when I love Sam asking him, what did you say at halftime? Obviously, he's probably not going to let on too much, but there's no, and he says, oh, I just told them to keep it positive. Yeah, I just told them to keep it positive. Yeah, sure you did. Sure you did. I'm sure. Hopefully you were screaming the paint off those walls because it was absolutely ridiculous for Charlotte FC to be trailing Atlanta 1-0 at halftime there, even on the road. Got to go beat bad teams, and Atlanta's a bad team. If you want to entertain yourself as a Charlotte fan, just find like some Atlanta United fan accounts and Atlanta United podcasts and stuff like that. They are in the mud today. They are in a shambles. It is brilliant reading. Social media is not good for much, but it is good for taking delight in the misery of your opponents. And so we will go with that. And yes, Atlanta United Twitter is a fun place to be for Charlotte FC fans today, for sure. And really all year because they're horrible. So anyway, we're not done. We've got Ashley Westwood also gave some post-game comments. Let's listen to what the captain has to say. Maybe he'll have some more insight on exactly what Dean was saying at halftime about keep it positive. Yeah.
Wasn't much in the first half. There wasn't much in the first half. We said that at half-time. We wanted to be a bit more positive. The manager wanted us to be a bit more positive, get Kerwin on the ball.
Maybe that's really.
We did that, and he's going to create the goal. So, again, it just shows the character we've got here. But when you've got 2,000 Charlotte fans here to watch you play, it gives you a real motivation to go and get the win for them. So, we've done it again. We've done it again for them.
Yeah, Dean mentioned that.
We
that's
own
something that
Atlanta
He mentioned in
all
at halftime,
damn
and he wanted
day.
you guys to be more positive. Is that something you guys talked about on the pitch as well, or?
Yeah, I mean, the game was the first half. We both didn't really do much, both teams. But then, like I said, they scored a good goal. But yeah, it was all about being more positive. Like he said to Kerwin, when you come on the other night, that's what I want to see. And Kerwin's reacted straight away. And the front four again were magnificent. Pep, Wilf, Dan's looking like a real top striker. So we're clicking at the right time. We're timing this run well.
Yeah, 3 wins on the bounce now. You know, just how important is that given such a tough month in May and some of June?
Yeah, but listen, we knew it was going to be tough away from home. All them
We always
fixtures.
knew it would be tough.
We knew we needed to pick points up at home, and we've done that. We've reacted well. There was a lot of criticism against us.
Yeah,
but we've
well earned and well
we
deserved
kept our guard
criticism.
up. We knew what we've got in the locker room, and we're starting to shine through now. And there's a real good feeling in there.
What was the message in the recess for you to come back? You were losing 1-0 and then you came back 13 minutes later, you were winning 2-1.
Yeah, it was the manager said he wants to be more positive, find Pep in the pockets, feed Kerwin, feed Wolf, and let them run 1v1. So listen, it worked. Within 45 seconds, we've got a goal back, and then from then on, we've gone and scored 2 more, and we've seen the game out very well as well. So it was a good team performance.
How is it?
Well,
How is it important?
The second goal
being a
out was a
person
little soft.
like a different guy in the midfield.
He's been excellent, and we knew what Pep could do last year. But this year he's had a pre-season with us. He's fully fit. He knows his role. He knows how much we think of him. And again, he showed tonight that some of the 1-2s him and Wolf were playing. It's nice to stay behind him and watch him.
With every season you've split with these guys, and both teams have won on the road. This is the first time that Charlotte's taken both. How much does that, do y'all think about that? What does that mean to this club?
No, we just talked about it now. I think it's the first time it's ever been done, the double. So
It is.
but it's whenever we come here and you see our supporters, how they travel, we get Instagram messages of them on the bus traveling. So listen, it means the world to us, and it's down to us to put on a performance like that to win the game and send them home happy, because listen, they've spent their hard-earned money coming to watch us, and it's only right we perform for them.
This is a club that
Absolutely love to see the recognition of the support being there and the thousands of fans that went down and took over the stadium. It was great. If you watch back on TV, like you can hear when Charlotte scored, it was loud in there. It was so loud. It was as loud as if it was a home match for the Crown. So very cool to see us take over Atlanta. I do want to point out, notice what Ashley says there. He kind of gives the game away a little bit. There's a lot of professional athletes who be like, yeah, I don't read social media. I don't know. I don't read social media. Players and coaches, they're like, I don't know what they're saying out there on social media. We don't pay attention to that. We keep it all in-house. But when it's good on social media, sometimes they've always heard it. They're all aware of all the great messages, and they love all the support they're getting on social. So keep that in mind. These players and coaches are reading what folks post on social media, whether they want to admit it when it's negative or not.
with Atlanta, they won the MLS Cup their second year. Showed what it could be done. They showed the strength of soccer in the South. Charlotte's taken a little longer on that path, but do you feel that it's achievable for this club as well?
Yeah, and I think we're doing a real good job. We're setting in foundations for this football club. We've not shot for the stars straight away. You have to you have to build a football club, and since I've been here, we've reached the playoffs. So hopefully we want to do that again. We want to go one better. We're aiming for top 4. That's what we're aiming for. It's going to be tough, but that's what we believe we can achieve, and we need to go on a very good run now until the end of the season, and who knows what can happen.
With the amount of fans that do travel here, was this almost a home game?
Listen, it feels like home. How many times we've won here? I think I've been here 3 times and won 3 times. So this is what we do. We come here, and when our fans turn up, we usually turn up as well. And now it's about having a well-earned rest, and we take it forward to Toronto next week and give our home fans a performance.
Actually, you're one game away from league stuff. Is there anything that you guys have done to prepare, to play against Mexican opposition?
No, nothing yet. We're concentrating on the league. That's that's where we want to be. We want to be top four, and once the Toronto game's out the way, then I'm sure our focus will shift very quickly. But let's get this win against Toronto first, and then we'll focus on the leagues. But
that's a great answer. Obviously, you should be focusing on what's next. But if we allow ourselves just briefly, momentarily, to look ahead to Leagues Cup, I got to say, I don't really need to see Ashley Westwood play Leagues Cup. I need to see Nikola Petkovic playing in the Leagues Cup. I mean, obviously, we should go for it all and try to win trophies that are out there. But like, Westwood has been putting in the minutes, man. And like, he played all the full game, you know, a 3-game week. Westwood's playing, you know, above 200, more than 260, more than 270 minutes. And it's just, you know, I mean, he's not getting any younger, as Dean said about Will Zaha, and really none of us are. But yeah, Westwood and Leagues Cup don't need to go together, to my opinion. I'd love to see any comments about that. I'm sure it's something we'll be talking about more in the next week or so. I don't think John Hayes I think John would agree with me that we don't need to see Ashley Westwood play in the Leagues Cup. Let's let the youngsters play some Leagues Cup matches, because they need the experience for sure. Listen to what Dean had said about Big Bill not having match fitness because he just went a year and a half or so without playing a match. So, you know, Leagues Cup could be a chance for Ashley to get a break. And you almost heard it in his answer there that he doesn't give a fuck about Leagues Cup either. So we'll see.
After you see the season for Atlanta, did you guys think him to win the 3 points? Were you expecting that?
Listen, we want to expect every game we go to, we want to win. We knew it was important for them. I think if they've lost the game tonight, it looks like their hopes of reaching playoffs is out of it. So, and listen, it was a big game for us. If we didn't win tonight, we would have been, all of a sudden we're again looking to catch the playoffs. But we've won the game. We've done what we needed to do, and now we're chasing down the top four.
It sounds like Westwood's kind of echoing what I said in the pre-show, in the preview show that I did last week, which was, I said it, and I'll say it again. If Charlotte FC had not won that game against Atlanta last night, even if they had just had a draw, they would have missed the playoffs. And I think Westwood, you could see it in that answer too, that he probably agrees with that sentiment.
Seeing in the progression of Idan Tokomonti, obviously Pat's been a big loss, but he's kind of been a bright spot at none.
Yeah, and listen, we knew what we had with Idan. He can do pretty much everything. He runs in behind, he comes to feet, he gets the goals like tonight. He's always sniffing around in the box, and the managers give his trust in him. He's our number 9 now, so he's doing very well at the minute, and he's full of confidence. So we're over the moon for him. And
I believe it's 4 goals in the last 5 games for Idan and 5 overall in the season. Dare I say that Tokolamati might make people forget how much they miss Patrick Ajimong? I don't know, people.
Like I said, long may it continue.
Long may it continue. My favorite thing to hear Wesley say every time. 7th place. Long may it continue.
Yeah, listen, that's what we knew after the run of games we had. We knew we needed to start off the home games. The gaffer said at the start of the week we want 3 wins, and we've gone and done that. So now
the gaffer and the fan base
days
wanted
off,
3 wins.
enjoy that, and get ready for Toronto and go and get another 3 points.
Yeah, Dean said that you guys play harder for an extra day off, right? Is that true?
Yeah, listen, footballers, they love days off, so it's nice.
Everybody
And
loves
he
days
threw
off.
that carrot out at the start of the week, so we took it on board. That was part of the team talk. We want to win, and we want 3 days off.
I want to do.
Let's Ash, got some people online here. Let's move to Sam.
Way to step in, Woody Wilder, friend of the show.
Skipper, congrats on the win tonight.
Just before Sam's question, I just got to say here, how many rounds of golf do you think Wesley's going to get on that extra day off? I think he gets at least an extra 36 holes in, but I don't know. You just a guess.
Hey,
Thank you, mate.
hope everything's going well in your neck of the woods. Can you tell us about what this was from a defensive perspective? Because you obviously you had trouble in the first half, and then you go up 3-1, but you still have to defend it, and you still have Latte Lath and others creating threats.
Did make one nice play each, though.
Yeah, the first half there was nothing in it. It was wasn't a great game. There wasn't much. It was all passing sideways, and we didn't really. We started all right. We didn't really create much, but like I said, the gaffer said at half time, He wants us to be more aggressive, play forward more, run more forward. And like I said, we started unbelievable. We wanted to get Kerwin and get him going.
Definitely didn't yell at their
done
faces
that,
in
and
halftime
then
at all.
we scored 3 quick goals. But yeah, it was important. The back line were tremendous. Listen, when they went 5 on the top line, so they had nothing to lose. They went for it. They got one, but we showed resilience to see the game out. And when you look at 8 minutes added on, it's time to concentrate. And I thought we were excellent tonight as a team.
Yeah, when that 8 minutes flashed on the board, my heart sank, and I was like,
both
well,
Atlanta
here we
and
go
Charlotte
again. I'm sure not the
are
only
still
one.
recognizing the tradition of a moment of silence in the 5th minute for Anton Walkes. How important is keeping that tradition and Anton's memory alive on the pitch?
Yeah, listen, we take him everywhere. He's on my captain's armband, and I actually turned my captain armband inside out for him because I want his name to be seen everywhere. And yeah, it's important for us. We take him everywhere, and hopefully he's proud of that one tonight.
Hell yeah.
What can you tell us about the really nice growing relationship between Jack and Wilf? It seems like they've been connecting a lot.
Yeah, and I mean for Jack, he's seen tonight. I think he's only 20, and he's playing left back out of position. He moves to right back, so he's showing great experience, and he's got Wilf in front of him that helps him. So they're connecting nicely, and I must say I think Wilf and Pep have real connected as well. There's some of the play the 1-2s. I've said it before in another interview. It's a pleasure to watch them sometimes.
They keep getting assists
finally,
to each other.
One last game before Leagues Cup, big match against Toronto. How is the team going to work towards keeping up this run and getting,
well, Toronto's the worst team in the league, so we should probably be at home.
We knew coming off the back of the run we were on, we knew the home games are going to be important. Listen, we started, I think that's 4 unbeaten now, so we've done well, we've reacted, and it's about taking this momentum now into Toronto on Saturday, and the gaffer's been nice enough to give us a couple of days off, so we'll rest and then come back in Wednesday for I'm sure a real tough session and get prepare for Toronto on Saturday.
All right, last one to Bridget there.
Hi, Westy.
Hello.
Great job. What can you say about the mentality in the locker room since y'all were going through a rough spot and now you're on a winning streak? How has the mentality changed in the locker room?
Listen, we knew when the fixtures come out it was going to be a real tough month. We were away from home. It's not easy. It was Saturday, Wednesday for a majority of it. But listen, we were getting criticised. We've stuck together. We knew what we've got in the locker room, and we knew the home games were going to be important. We knew this week was going to be massive, and we've got 3 wins out of 3. So we've put ourselves back in a great position, and it's another must win on Saturday, and then we go into Leagues Cup with full of confidence.
And last thing, you talked about how the 2,000 fans coming was so important. And
beat Toronto or else.
Do you have anything to say directly to the fans for sticking by y'all and to continuing to support you?
Talk to us, Westy.
Yeah, I mean, when we see videos of the fans traveling, and when we come here, you look up in the top corner, you've got 2,000 fans there. It gives you a real boost. And like I said, I've played here 3 times, won 3 times, and we've brought so many fans, and that gives you a real boost. And that win was certainly for them again tonight.
Beautiful stuff from the captain and the gaffer and the club and the squad and just the fans and everything. It's a great time to be a Charlotte FC fan, but then again, it's always a great time to be a Charlotte FC fan. So hope everybody's doing good. Hope you enjoyed listening to some of those post-game comments with me. Like I said, we'll have a video or audio episode out later this week. We'll do some goal breakdown stuff. Maybe I'll do another maybe we'll bring in Danny Brackets again to break down the goals or something like that. I don't know. Just having a good time. Life is good in Charlotte FC land. It was a rough stretch, like we said. And the one thing I don't really like, I don't like both Dean and Ashley being like, well, we knew it was going to be tough with all those road games. I mean, I get it. Yeah, you did, but like you could have done better. And the criticism was earned. But glad to see the team playing better now. Glad to see them take advantage of things. Beat Toronto or else. It's going to be another one of those where I'm like, if you don't beat Toronto this time, you're probably going to end up missing the playoffs because you got to beat these horrible teams. And we did it. We've done it twice in a row, and we can do it one more time. I'll be there at the Fortress on Saturday. Hope you will too. Can't wait to watch another match, party with y'all, and then watch a bunch of youngsters play at Leagues Cup, hopefully, right? You know, so 2 leagues, 1 cup, no starters would be my ideal situation for that. Until then, it's for the crown, baby.